On the question of your beliefs, what you believe in, let me ask you this question, very broadly speaking here.
Sure.
Do you believe that transgender Americans should have access to gender-affirming care in this country?
I believe we should follow the law. I mean, I think you're probably pointing to the fact that Donald Trump's campaign has spent tens of millions of dollars.
They're trying to define you on this.
Yes,
I'm asking you to define yourself, though. Just broadly speaking, what is your value? Do you believe they should have that access?
I believe that people, as the law states.
What law are you referring to, Kamala? Can you not answer a simple question? A simple question that everybody wants to know. And it's not Donald Trump's fault.
What is your value? Do you believe they should have that access?
I believe that people, as the law states, even on this issue about federal law, that is a decision that doctors will make in terms of what is medically necessary. I'm not going to put myself in the position of a doctor, but let's also understand that Donald Trump is running tens of millions of dollars in ads to talk about two cases, to distract from the fact that his policy and plan is also to take away the Affordable Care Act, which provides health care for tens of millions of people in our country.
Kamala, how come you just can't say yes or no? Why do you always have to bring up Trump? Why do you have, is that your crutch? Are you crutching through these questions? You're deflecting away from the question and you're always bringing up Trump. It's getting old. Answer the damn question. Do you support transgender operations paid by taxpayers? Why will you not give an answer? So let's go back to the question, Kamala. Let's revisit it, since you don't understand how to answer this question. You were on record stating that you support transgender operations paid by taxpayers. It's out there, okay? And yes, Trump's spending money to make sure all Americans know what you stand for. So let's go back to this question real quick. For some reason, you can't give an honest answer to anything that anybody asks you. I mean, they're all softball questions, and yet you still cannot give a straightforward, direct answer. Yes or no? These surgeries do not need to be funded by taxpayers. Plain and simple. These are elective surgeries, meaning these surgeries have nothing to do with the overall healthcare of a person. This is an elective surgery, meaning this is something that somebody wants done. And I'll be damned if my tax-paying dollars are going to go and finance or pay for this type of elective procedure that somebody just ain't right in their mind. Okay, why would anybody want to do that? I'm totally against it. If you want to go out there and change your sex, by all means, go do what you got to do, man. You're an American. You live in the home of the brave. You know what I'm saying? You're free. You're a free citizen. You can decide to do that all you want to. It's not going to happen with children. Like Tim Walz wants to take children from parents who refuse to give their kids something to the effect of where they want to get their sex change operation done at a juvenile age. And the two cases that Donald Trump is referring to are the two cases of prisoners, murderers that are locked up in prison who are biological males who had sex change operations paid by the taxpayers and who are now secured in women's facilities after their sex change operation. Can you tell me where that's right for the American citizen? That is what Trump is talking about on the two cases. Stop hiding behind this stupid-ass answer that you're giving about, I'll just follow the law. There is no federal law. If somebody knows of a federal law out there, please list it in the description below. I can't find it. I'm in law enforcement. Show me a law that states that transgender should be required to have taxpayers pay for their operations, their surgeries, their aftercare, their health insurance afterwards. They should be on their own. If that's a decision, the dramatic decision they want to make, well, I'll be damned. They need to take care of it themselves. Plain and simple. It's just like most women go out there and have breast augmentations done. They have to pay that for themselves. Insurance ain't going to pay for it unless they are some kind of a cancer patient. They have to pay for that shit themselves because it's an elective surgery. It has nothing to do with the overall health of the person life-saving, whatever you want to call it. It's an elective surgery that somebody decides they want to have done. And no American citizen should be forced to pay for these operations.
But let's also understand that Donald Trump is running tens of millions of dollars in ads to talk about 2 cases, to distract from the fact that his policy and plan is also to take away the Affordable Care Act, which provides health care for tens of millions of people in our country. That his plan is to undo the $35 a month cap on insulin that it impacts millions of seniors in our country. That his plan is to do away with the $2,000 cap on prescription medication, the annual cap. That his plan is to get rid of the Department of Education, which would mean getting rid of Head Start. That his plan is to give tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations and on the backs of middle-class working people. So let's not get distracted by the issues that, to your point from the introductory point you raised, people want to know that their president has a plan to make their life better. And that includes bringing down the cost of living. It includes dealing with prescription medication costs. It includes addressing the housing crisis and affordable housing crisis in our country. It includes supporting our small businesses, investing in American industries, and strengthening our economy.
In no way has Donald Trump ever went on record and said he's going to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. He's looking to better the health care system. I don't know where you keep coming off saying that he's going to do away with it. That doesn't make any sense. Where's the receipts at on that? You keep deflecting, and then you go into Donald Trump getting rid of the Department of Education. The fucking question was asked about transgender sex operations. How the hell you bringing up Department of Education and tax cuts? You cannot answer the first question. I haven't heard I've watched several of your interviews, and not one time have you answered a question directly. Before we go any further, go down below and hit that subscribe button real quick for us. We are a brand new channel, and we would appreciate it. You can also like and share the video with everybody else out there that you know. If you want to support our page any further, you can also click the link to buy us a cup of coffee, and we would appreciate it. You know, I always ask myself about Kamala Harris. These minimal interviews that she's doing, she seems a little off. She can't answer the questions. She never gives a direct answer. And sometimes either she's mean or acts violent. In other ways, she looks like she's under the influence of something. You guys be the judge for that.
I was like, Mommy, you know, the thing about this. I always wanted to go to Howard, and I went to Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004. Olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And every nook and cranny of City Hall.
Yes.
Important is that we also appreciate the nuance. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot more to do. Who's over the age of 18 as though they're an adult. You know, because it was doubling it, right? Right, where poor people sit in jail and people who have money get out. That there is no difference between any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who are otherwise in the system. So, for example, not to sell you a bag of you know what, but it was difficult to do. It was.
I don't know. Y'all tell me. What do y'all think? It looks like before she went out there and did that sit-down interview, she snorted a line of coke. She hit a line. She hit a bump. Y'all seen it. She kept going to her nose. And then the way she's acting, she's all like giddy and chatty and cackling, and yeah, she under something. Either she's drunk or she hit a couple bumps. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think. That's going to do it for us tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Till next time.